Guys, it is time for lesson 153. 153. And we're going to start with our very last special sound. I think I told you the other day that we didn't have any more. I forgot. We have one more. This is our very last one. And it is a fun one because look how cute it is. It is WOR says whir, as in worms. Worms. WOR says whir, as in worms. Let's read a couple of these. Let's start off with this one, and it says word, word. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. You might have thought that this OR said or in morning. We always have to look to see if there is a W in front of it. If it is, it changes its special sound. It's not or, it's were. So we say word, word. Let's do this one. Worse, worse. And this E is silent. So we say worse. Let's try this one. Oh, two special sounds. Were in worm and in thin. So we say worth, worth. Good. Maybe mommy can write these for you and let you read them. So I'm trying not to, I'll hold that up one more time. So I am trying to not go too slow so that your videos aren't that long, because what we really want to get to is this paper right here. Do me a favor right now and go get this paper. You should have one of these in your folder with today's lessons. So go get this and hit that little pause button right down there in the corner. It might be over here. I'm not sure. I think it's over here. Go hit that button and then go and ask mommy for this paper and your pencil. Okay, so go get that right now. We're going to do this together. So the first thing we're going to look at on here is these numbers, and we're going to put them in order on from here, here, and here. Okay, so we have to figure out of these numbers which one comes first. But first, let's say the numbers. What family are all these numbers in? They are all in the 50 family because 5 is their father. So it's 56, 52, and 59. Now, of these three, which one comes first if we're counting? And we start at the father of 50. Which one comes first? I hope you said 52 because you would be right. So on that line in your best writing, making sure that your numbers are touching the top and touching the floor, you need to write 52. And I will wait for you while you do that. Now on this next line, what comes next? Now we're all done with 52. If you want to, you can even put an X over 52 because we're done with him. We don't need him anymore. So now we're going to see what comes next, 56 or 59. When we're counting our numbers, which one comes next? Which one comes next in the order? I hope you said 56 because you're right. Now in your best writing, making sure that your numbers touch the ceiling and touch the floor, can you please write 56? Some of you are having trouble with your sixes. Remember when you're writing your six to start at the top, come down. Your circle should go all the way to the dotted line before it closes. Okay, so that is a 6. This is a really bad 6. Mrs. Snell did a really bad 6, and I really should have redone this. Don't make a 6 like mine. Make it like this one. Okay, now we used 56, so we're going to mark him out. Oh, really badly, because when you're writing backwards. And the only one that's left is 59. So that's the number that goes right there. So in your best writing, give me a 59 on that line. Okay, and if you want to, you can mark out that 59, and that tells you that you did all the numbers. Now look at these numbers. First, we're going to read them. These are not all in the same family. So we have to figure out which family comes first, okay? So let's start reading these numbers. Here we go. 67, this is in the 30 family. 37, and this is in the 80 family. 87, ooh, they all have sevens after them, but they're all different families. So does the 60 family, the 30 family, or the 80 family come first? And a way we can tell that is by counting by tens. We say 10, 20, 30. The 30 family comes first. So that means this 37 needs written on the very first line. So write 37 on that very first line. Make sure your numbers go where they're supposed to go. And then don't forget to mark out your 37 because that means we already used 10, we're already done with them. We need to know now what comes after 37. So would 67 or 87 come next? Let's finish counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There's the 60 family. So we know that Mr. 67 is going to go right here in the middle. So you're going to write 67 in the middle, and then you can put your X through 67. Now we need to do the last one. That's all that's left. So we know that he goes right there. So you're going to take your 87 and write it on the very last line. You can mark out your 87, but you don't have to. So your paper should look something like mine, except for you probably don't have an orange highlighter like I do. So you can use your pencil. All right. Now let's look at these clocks, guys. What time does the first clock say? Think about it really hard. Look at your shorthand first, and he is going straight up to the 12. So we know it's 12 something. And then remember, we count by fives. So we say 12, 5, 10, 15. So the time you're going to write down here in this box is 12, 15. So you're going to write a 1 and a 2 for 12, and then a 1 and a 5 for 15. Try to make your numbers look really nicely. 12, 15. Let's do this next clock together, okay? Let's first look. Oh, this one's going to be a little bit tricky because Mrs. Snell didn't make it that great. So if you will take your marker or your pencil and make your shorthand a little bit bigger to see. Is he to the 5 yet? No, definitely not. So he's still in the 4 time. So we're going to put 4, and then what does it mean when our long hand is on the 6? 30. So our time is 4:30. So can you write 4:30 on there? 4:30. Good job. Okay, let's look at this one right here. Let's see where our little hand is first. Remember, we might have to make that line longer. Oh, he is between the 7 and the 8, but he's not to the 8 yet. So we have to say that it's 7 something. So what time is it? It is 7, and the big hand is on the 12. It is 7 o'clock. So can you write 7, 0, 0, because that means 7 o'clock. And then we're going to do the last one. Draw your line, because let's see. Not to the 10 yet. He's still on the 9. And then the big hand is pointing to the 6. So what time does that mean? It means that it is 9:30. I hope that's what you said. 9:30 says 9:30. And guess what? You're done with your numbers paper for today, because that's all you had to do for numbers. And I think you just have a reading grade today. That means I get to get videos from you, and I'm super excited. I love hearing you guys read. So today when you're reading, do me a favor, pay attention to those periods and exclamation points and question marks. Remember, you try to read very fluidly. That's a big word, isn't it? Very fluidly until you get to, and I have a reader somewhere, and this is now lost it. Make sure that you read your lines and your stories very fluidly. That means read it without stopping. So if it says, I can't find my reader. If it says the cat is black. We want to say the cat is black, not the cat is black. You hear the difference in that? We want to say the cat is black. So you kind of have to look at the next word while you're still reading the first word. And most of you are getting to be such good readers that I think you can do that. So that's what I'm going to be listening for today whenever you call me or Marco Polo me and read to me and you get a grade today. And then you have a writing paper. And I think that's it. So get to work and remember, guess what? That's true. I love you. Have a great day, guys. I miss you